Good morning, dear students. Today, once again, we will see chapter 1 History, Historians and their Sources in page number 4. So, here we will know about the historians, where from they used to get sources to write history. Historians means those people who used to write history, okay, those who used to write about the past, they're historians. So, they used to get sources to write history are the coins, inscriptions, architecture, and textual records. So by reading the old coins, they used to write history. They used to get ideas to write history. Inscriptions, things which are written by cutting on something. Okay, in early times, things were written on rocks, woods, etc. by cutting. So by seeing those inscriptions, historians used to get knowledge of the past tense to write history. Architecture, the style and design of buildings. By seeing the designs and styles of the buildings also, they could write history. They could get ideas of the past and write history. And textual records, by seeing the textual records of the early times, okay, what things which are written in texts. By seeing those, they get ideas and write history. So in this way, as paper were developed and it was widely available, people started writing lot of books. Especially they used to write holy texts, chronicles, rulers, chronicles about the kings. Rulers means kings, and the holy text, holy books, okay, religious books, and letters also. Then teachings of the saints means religious people, holy people, okay, whatever they taught, those things were written. Petitions and judicial records, things related to law, etc., all these things were written. And for registers of accounts and taxes, about all this also books written. And during those days, books written by hand, okay. So those old documents which are written by hand are called manuscripts. So manuscripts were collected by wealthy people, and these kind of manuscripts were collected by wealthy people. The rich people used to collect this, and the rulers, kings, they used to collect these manuscripts, okay, handwritten documents. And monasteries, you know monastery already, monasteries and temples. The authorities who lives in monasteries and temples, the leaders, religious leaders in the monasteries and temples, they used to collect these manuscripts and used to keep in their temples and monasteries. They were also placed in libraries. You know library, okay? In the schools also there is a library where books are available. You can read many books. So in such library also, these documents were manuscripts were kept. Also in archives. These archives, these are the places where old documents are kept, okay. There also these manuscripts were kept. And one more thing, what happened, see, as there was no printing press in those days, now we have printing press, we have machines, so we can print many books in a single day. Lots of books we can print, okay. But during those days it was not like that. People used to write books. People could not print because there was no printing press. So people used to write by hand, using their hand. They used to write books. So in this way, when books were written one after the other, writers, though the stories were same thing, okay, same things were written. But when they used to write, suppose one writer has written today, the next writer, after some years, when that book was written by another writer to make it more available, then what happened? The writer could not recognize what the other writer has written. Maybe it might be that he could not recognize the spellings, or could understand the writing of his handwriting, okay, and could understand the meaning or sentence or word. So the new writer, what he would do, he would add some other thing there using his own ideas, okay. He would write something else there. So in this way, many changes took place in course of time, right? Nowadays it don't happen, because whatever you have written, the same thing will be published everywhere using machines. But during those days it is not like that. People used to write. So when there is a lot of writers, so a lot of mistakes, lot of changes used to come in the books. So in this way, many changes came in the books, and because of these changes in the old writings, historians also use a first problem to write about the past, about the history of the past. That's why historians need to read a lot of books, okay. Historians have to read different manuscript versions of the same text to guess what the author had originally written. So original writer, the first writer, what he wrote, to know about his writings, historians need to read different books, okay, different versions of the same text to know the main thing which is written by the oldest writer. Okay, so today this much only I tell you. I will not make the video longer because it may not reach you. Also there is still a lot of signal problems. So in this way we'll see every day, okay, little, and we'll come to know about this chapter in full later. Hope you've understood, and this small video has helped a lot, I hope. So this, thank you so much and have a nice day.